Hello guys, good morning. So today I'm going to explain you a topic about the artificial intelligence and what is meant by artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is basically the intelligence exhibited by the machines. So what is the intelligence here exhibited by the machines? So as we know that the computers have the can process the data everything as per the input given by us, but they can't do the work on their own. Artificial intelligence is the thing where is a technology where the computer is given the set of instructions to do the work on their own. So this is how the computers are trained. So artificial intelligence technology is used nowadays, is used mostly nowadays. So before going deeply into the definition of the artificial intelligence, so let us go to the definition of machine learning. So then you will get the concept, you will get the clarity, much more clarity about the artificial intelligence topic. So here let us see that what is meant by the machine learning. So machine learning is the science and art of the programming the computers so that they can learn from the data. So here in the process of machine learning, so the data is provided to the computer through the specialized software, and with the use of that software, so what you used to do is you will give the instructions to the computer to learn basing on the data provided by us. Okay, so example, so artificial intelligence, as I said in the earlier, so this is nothing but suppose you can take the spam filter in the email. So how does the spam filter works? The spam filter works based on the phrases that you receive in the email. So based on the phrases that you receive in the email, there are some kind of phrases that the words or phrases that will be present in every mail, that will present in some classification category of emails. And once you give the data to the computer, that then it will classify those kind of mails, and accordingly they will put it into the spam filter. So as you know that there are a lot of marketing advertisements nowadays. So every marketing advertisement has some common feature, some common feature. So with the help of the common feature, the artificial intelligence uh, incorporated artificial intelligence features incorporated in the spam filter used to filter the spam mails, thus reducing the inconvenience caused to us. Though we can't completely reduce the spam mails, but it will reduce to the extent to which the filter is to which the filter is instructed. So this is all about the machine learning. This is all about the machine learning. So it is nothing but teaching the machine how to do the task. Suppose if you clean the if you can clean the house with a broomstick, so you will go here and there, and you will first take for cleaning. For cleaning, first you take the broomstick, and you will clean where the places the dust is there. So you will identify that dust in the house, and then accordingly you will clean. So in the artificial intelligence, so what you should do is simply you will show the place where the computer has to where the computer has to clean, and after that you will provide a cleaning apparatus, and according to the cleaning apparatus, so it will clean, and so how different people will work. Some people used to clean only superficially. Some people want much more hygienic um, hygienic space in the house. So depending upon the taste of the people, the taste of the customers. Hmm. So the software is programmed. So the program, the computer will be trained in accordance with that, and accordingly it will clean as per the taste of the customers. So this is about the machine learning. So in artificial intelligence definition, let us see. So the ability to use the memory, knowledge, experience, understanding, reasoning, imagination, and judgment to solve the problems and adapt to new situations. So this is nothing but the artificial intelligence. Okay. So so what the definition means. So as I said earlier, so for cleaning the first for cleaning the room, so it has to we have to show the entire room. So once we show the entire room, it used to keep it in the memory, and after that we have been trained how to clean the room, after how to clean the room. So accordingly, with the knowledge we provided, it used to clean the room and the expertise. So there are certain type of cleanings we have to do. Suppose if the tea or coffee was spilled on the floor, so there are certain techniques how to clean that stains. So that one we provided in the that one we provided to the machine. So that is expertise, that is experience. So understanding, reasoning, and imagination to solve the problems and adapt to new situations. So this is how the machine learning. This is how the artificial intelligence works. In other words, AI is an ability to of a computer to stimulate the human capabilities based on the predetermined set of rules. So, as you know, that computer works on basis of um, the instructions given by the user. So, accordingly, artificial intelligence also works on this principle. So we know that so we have Google Assistant in the mobile. So once you open the Google Assistant and you speak that you want, and you say, suppose you want some book. So what it will do? So it will look for the book. It will search for the query in the Google search regarding the book, and it will show the search results accordingly. To show the search results accordingly. Suppose if you want to say, if you want to find the nearest restaurant, if you say you want the nearest restaurant, it will show the restaurants surrounding you, and accordingly you will adapt. You will adapt it to the. Accordingly, you will take the decision. So let us see the applications of the artificial intelligence. So applications of the artificial intelligence is it is used in many fields. So some of the examples. Let us see what are the applications of the artificial intelligence. Autonomous vehicles such as drones and self-driving cars. So we know that drones are used for surveillance by the defense personnel. The defense personnel use it for surveillance means for the observation for monitoring. So people, so Indian defense forces use the drones to monitor the enemy movements at the border, and these drones are basically the self-driven drones. So they are instructed from which place to which place they have to go. So accordingly they used to move from that place to another place. And self-driving cars, so we have heard the Tesla car is a self-driving car. So Tesla car has a capability to drive on its own as per the parameters set by us. The medical diagnosis, like in cancer research and predicting the chance of an individual getting ill by the disease. So we know that in every disease, in every disease, there will be certain stages. So according to the stages, the illness will be there. So with the help of the changes that takes place in the body, that takes place in the body accordingly, and the artificial intelligence will help us to predict whether the disease will going to occur or not. So it is also used for the cancer research, so for the purpose of the cancer cells spreading and the cancer treatment, it will be used. So it will be used. So creating art such as poetry by providing various suggestions to the writers. So it's providing various suggestions to the writers. We know that so writers use their imagination skills with the help of the artificial intelligence. So it can provide the help of artificial intelligence. The writer can gain the good experience. So the writer can gain the good experience that shared by the machines. Suppose for, as you know, that creativity is used much more by in the writing by the writer. So for that purpose, so artificial intelligence provides hints of how to become much more creative. So accordingly, the writer can make better writings. So playing games such as chess and predicting the outcomes, which can outcomes to say which on the lottery ticket may win. So we know that the chess game is played by the people, by two people, and here with the help of the artificial intelligence, we can play using we can play the chess game, and also with the help of the artificial intelligence, that by using the topic called as the permutations and the combinations, the lottery number. So you can say that the chances of winning of a lottery ticket. Yes, for learning of a lottery ticket. Next, providing the real-time quotation of the exporter. In fairness of relation, the goods move to different stakeholders with different types of levels of risk. So we know that while transporting the, we know that there are some people who ship the goods worldwide. So while shifting the goods or transporting the goods to different countries, the prices may vary. The real price of transportation cost may vary according to the country. Suppose if you take, I mean, why it will happen? It is obviously because of the different factors like the geographical factors, like the countries. Some countries are the landlocked countries. Some countries are far more distant from the rest of the world. Some countries, or else there are some kind of political risks, like war happens in that country. So you cannot take the goods directly at one border at the port of the country. You have to take the goods. To have to take the goods to another country to reach it safe. So it may take some more time. So with all these kind of real life situations, the artificial intelligence will predict and how much cost it may happen for transporting the goods, providing the match results of the assets and asset sellers and needs of the buyers through automated matching. So it is in that in the behavioral pattern of the customers based on available historical patterns. So what the sellers used to do is, so seller used to identify the buyer's pattern. So identify the buyer's pattern, and accordingly they used to do the marketing of the goods or services. Detecting unusual credit card transactions to prevent frauds by training the new system with normal instances. So whenever the systems see a new instance, it can notify like book transaction IDs like abnormal transactions, multiple credits other than that. transactions with a few related accounts. So generally, while using the credit card, so there will be a pattern. There will be a pattern whether the transaction is genuine or not. There will be a pattern that happens in the transactions to determine whether it is genuine or not. But there are certain transactions that happens fraudulently. And for happening those transactions fraudulently, certain events have to trigger. So artificial intelligence will check out for those events, and accordingly it may flag the unusual transactions and report the unusual or the fraudulent transactions that happens. It's solving problems related to complex traditional approaches have known algorithms such as speech learning and providing mathematical theorems using machine learning. Mm. Suppose there are certain cases where you cannot use the normal approach, so where you cannot provide a normal approach, traditional approach, like the speech recognition. So for the purpose of speech recognition, you cannot create a program. You cannot create a normal program, and because it involves a lot of factors to do that. So only artificial intelligence can do that. Mm. So we use the mathematical theorems. It is used in the machine learning. We can make these things. So training human beings so that they can inspect the machine learning algorithms. So see what machines have learned. Mhm. For example, one spam filter has been trained on the spam. It can easily inspect it, reveal that it believes the predators of the spam. Sometimes this will reveal unsuspected positional nutrients and thereby lead to better understanding of the problems. So, as you know that for the purpose of development of the artificial intelligence technology, so machine learning is used. So while training the machine by the um, human users, they come to know so what kind of patterns that does the software recognizes, and what the patterns what more patterns it has to recognize. So this will give the better understanding of the situation, and accordingly the users may take better decisions and improve the software. For example, we know that in the spam filter, for the purpose of the spam filter, certain keywords are given to the spam software so that those mails are taken to the automatically move to the spam filter. However, with the previous data that we have obtained regarding the spamming. So what a human user can do is he can incorporate some more words if necessitated as per the report obtained, and accordingly he used to update the spam filter so that it will become the much more updated spam filter, much more advanced spam filter, which may add value to the program. So the next one is helps in discovering the hidden patterns in data through the data mining. So company has a lot of visitors to its website. It can detect a group of similar visitors using a data mining tools. For example, organization may notice 40% of its website visitors are males. Also, company journal visit the evening. The visitors who the fashion related books journal visit the website afternoon. Okay. This information helps in obtaining the information or help the organization targeting their marketing efforts. So yes. Okay, so what we learned here was, so in the case of artificial intelligence, we know that whenever a seller buys the goods, Sorry, whenever the seller sells the goods, so he will be having the sales report. So like from which kind category of customers he has got the orders, and at what time he has got the orders, and what kind of orders he has got from the customers. So based upon this data, he can make the decisions. He can make decisions like. mm, which segment was weak, which segment was weaker in sales, and which segment is doing well, and accordingly he can do the marketing. Accordingly he can do the marketing using the accordingly he can do the marketing using the technology, using the marketing tools, marketing strategies. Mm. And how he can do this this hidden data patterns. Hidden patterns are available through this through the data mining. So data mining is nothing but observing the patterns. Suppose we know that suppose we know that there are certain type of people at the time of at the time of Christmas. So Christians used to purchase the gifts, and the gift market at the time of Christmas increases a lot, when compared to the other timings. And sweets are used more, purchased more at the time of Diwali, and North Indians purchase much more sweets compared to South Indians. And North Indians also, there are certain people from the certain states who have more sweet tooth, who have more liking for the sweets, and those people, and what they used to do is mhm, and they used to either give the promotional offers to those people who buy the sweets, more sweets, who buy more sweets or else, and they used to provide some huge discounts, other discounts to the people who won't buy the sweets during that time. So accordingly, they will take the decisions, marketing decisions. So this is all about the data mining. So data mining is nothing but the extraction of the hidden patterns in the data. Like I said in the above example of the gift market, at the time of Christmas, you can find more Christians buying the goods. Okay, and at the time of Diwali, so more North Indians buying the sweets compared to the South Indians. Or else, the whole, if you take the festival of the Holi, so colors are bought more in North India compared to South India. And especially in North India, you can find it celebrated more lot in the Haryana, Punjab, UP, Uttarakhand states more. Okay, this is one of the examples. So now let us see the risks. What are the risks of the artificial intelligence? So simple. So we know that a computer works based upon the data provided by the user. Okay, so if the data provided by the user is wrong, if the computer then computer takes the input and makes the processing and provides the output. Artificial intelligence, in case of artificial intelligence, the software. This artificial intelligence software works based upon the input data provided by the user. So, if the input data is not correct, then in that case, the result output will also be wrong. It won't be the correct thing. So identification of the correct data set is very much important. Identification of the correct data is very much important. Suppose, for example, mm, the Google Assistant is there. So, if you speak, if you say something, so Google Assistant should be able to identify the pronunciation and accordingly classify the data. Suppose if you say restaurant, it has to show the restaurants near to us. It has show the restaurants near to us and the place where the customer is giving the input. So, but not that the place where the customer is not belonging to. Because if I say near Hyderabad, If I were in Hyderabad and I said restaurants, then I have to show the restaurants surrounding the Hyderabad, but not surrounding the Delhi or Bangalore or Kolkata. So that is why artificial intelligence risk of the artificial intelligence is based upon the data input data given by the given by the user given by the user to the when making the software. So the more accurate the input data, the more accurate will be the result. Otherwise, there will be the wrong result. So wrong result with the wrong result, so the users may also suffer because of that. Next, with the growing technology, there has been increased dependence of human beings on AI for critical functions and services, vehicle, robotics, and banking facilities. Severe threat and consequences to the security of these AI systems. And as you know, that artificial intelligence is becoming critical nowadays. Critical nowadays, and it is also used in the medical, robotics, and banking sectors. So as you know that the security of these artificial systems is important. And the outside should not include the artificial intelligence system, and should not manipulate manipulate the input data. So for this to happen, the security of the artificial intelligence has to be taken care of. Um, so, so if artificial intelligence, so artificial intelligence softwares can also be taken advantage by the intruders, by the intruders, and they may make them to use according to the selfish purpose. In long term, it will human skills of thinking the unthinkable. Okay. Notion structured manner where missions shall provide solution based on other and these missions shall not have a capability of thinking out of the box. So artificial intelligence has one of the capabilities to kill the human human humans out of thinking technology, out of box thinking capability. So because everything was structured with the artificial intelligence, everything was structured with the artificial intelligence. Therefore, this kind of capability is killed in the human beings. And controls. So some of the controls in artificial intelligence are complex um, because of the nature of the processing of information, and must be dealt adequately based on the nature of the artificial intelligence to the purpose. You know that so artificial intelligence deals with the specialized functions, and the nature of processing of the data will also vary from one artificial intelligence system to another artificial system. Therefore, it is a controlling set of controls in artificial intelligence system is complex. It's not the simpler one. And this is all about the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So I will now summarize the artificial intelligence and machine learning once again. So simply artificial intelligence is nothing but the training of the computer program to think like that of the human beings, to think like that of the human beings. And how the software used to do. So simply it is given the set of instructions, and according to the set of instructions it will perform the task. It will perform the task. The machine is trained and according to the various circumstances and the experiences that the human being have had. uh, have had and therefore it will perform the complex operations as well, and perform complex operations as well. So, where the artificial intelligence is used, so it is used nowadays. It is for text recognition, so voice recognition. So artificial intelligence is used for text recognition. So whatever the you have scanned in the Google, if you take the Google images. So the Google has a facility called Google Scanner, where you can scan the appropriate where you can scan the image, and accordingly you will be getting the search results. According to the image or the language, you will be getting the search results. It all happens because of the artificial intelligence. And we know that a Tesla car is used. Tesla car runs automatically. It happens all because of the artificial intelligence. And what is machine learning? So machine learning is a process where the programmers provide the data to the software, and accordingly the software is trained, and accordingly the software is trained to respond in such situations. As I said, as I gave the example of the Tesla car. So Tesla car, the car drives itself automatically. It is a self-driven vehicle. It is automatic driven vehicle. So where you used to give the parameters, and accordingly it will coordinate with every aspect, and it will drive for the user. And the spam mail filter. The email service provider reads the emails, and with the help of the email reading software, with the help of the text recognition, it will extract the certain words belonging to the spam class of mails, and these mails are taken to the spam filter, and reduce inconvenience caused to the users. And applications, as we have seen, so these are used for predicting the lottery games, and for playing the chess, and it is used in poetry as well, and for the medical treatment, for the purpose of cancer research, and for predicting whether the disease may occur to the so and so person or not. And it also helps in for self-driving cars, and for the drones. We have seen that drones are used by the Indian defense for the purpose of monitoring the enemy movements in the border areas. And real-time quotations are provided for the import and export purposes to the different countries, considering the various geographic various factors, various global factors, like the geographical area of the country, and the political thing in that country, etc. And detecting the credit card patterns, and it is used for detecting the credit card unusual credit card transactions. And also it can be used to train the users for train. It can be used to an artificial intelligence software, and the machine learning can also be used to inspect how well the software is performing, and accordingly the advanced version of the software can be prepared, and improvements can be made in it. And then next, the hidden patterns, whatever that was there in the data of the customer, the data driven based decision making is done. So it means suppose a company has to improve the sales, so It may, what the company can do is simply it may take the past year data and accordingly may fix some target like some 10% or 10 to 20% sales has to be improved in alcohol. But what the data driven decision making does was with the past data, you can classify the segments of the you can classify the different consumers, so industrial consumers as well as the domestic consumers, and accordingly you can take the decision based on the last year's data, like how much percentage has to be improved and what are the weaknesses to be rectified, etc., etc. Coming to this, we know that garbage in, garbage out is the aspect used by the computers for processing. It means whatever the data you have given, accordingly the output will be given in that manner. If the data you have given is the input is the incorrect ones, then the output will also be the incorrect ones. So care has to be taken while giving the input data, while giving the input data. And the second thing is that with growing technology, so humans' dependence on the artificial intelligence increases more, and it leads to the severe threat and consequences to the security of the artificial systems. Okay, so care has to be taken for this. And the third one is the AI may kill the human skills of thinking the unthinkable. So humans have the capability to think out of the box, and artificial intelligence will will kill that capability because everything is structurized through the AI systems. So in that case, so AI will perform the task so whatever the human being is supposed to do in the normal days, in the day to day and affairs of the organization. So with this, the topic of the artificial intelligence and the machine learning are completed. So if you like the topic, please, if you like the topic, please share and subscribe this video. And if you want to give any feedback, please provide me the feedback in the comments section, and I will make the improvements and I will help you to provide a much more quality video for you. Thank you all the students. Take care. Bye bye.